Hi everyone, and welcome to your 60-minute Hatha practice. My name is Kierstin, and I'll be guiding you in this practice. So go on ahead and get onto your mat. You can just begin standing tall about the top of your mat. This is mountain pose, so arms by your side, palms facing forward, rising up tall through the crown of your head. Closing the eyes down. Beginning to come into your being, feeling present with your breath. Just taking a few moments here to feel your center. So you can come through your body, rooting into the feet, feeling the center line from the pubic bone, the belly button, the breastbone, the nose, right up through the crown of your head. You're drawing the energy in and up. You can feel the arms, just being arms alongside you, just turning the palms slightly forward as a gesture of opening physically the front line of the body. Potentially opening emotionally and spiritually to this hour of your practice. You can have an invitation here of an intention. As you breathe and root into the feet and lift up through the crown of your head, your physical body beginning to awaken with each deeper breath that you take in through the nose here and out through the mouth. You can invite that mood, prayer, something you want to bring into your yoga practice today, perhaps something you wish to carry on from this moment forward into your life. And then slowly take your hands up to prayer at the center of your heart. A simple intention can be, I'm just here to breathe. That in this practice, as you move through these moves, what comes first is your breath. Your breath is guiding you more than anything else. So I invite you to now begin to breathe in and out more deeply through the nose. If the eyes are closed, start to open the eyes, engaging at that drishti point just ahead of you softly. Interlace all your fingers, cross your thumbs, release the index fingers, and lengthen your arms straight up towards the sky. If you're more comfortable here, your feet can open to hip width apart, or your feet can be right together, big toes touching. On an inhale, lift up through the thighs, lift up through the belly, out of the crown of your head, lengthen the neck, and reach slowly up and over towards the right. I'm going to keep lengthening, pressing down and out into the edge of the left foot. Feeling the tailbone is aiming more down and the glutes are softer. The thighs are strong. The belly hugs in. Can you squeeze the palms? Maybe lean the head back a little. If you're starting to see your arms in front of your eyes, you want to draw the arms back. You want to lean the head back. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. Can you breathe in and let it last for maybe a count of 5, 4, 3, 2. And same with the exhale, can it elongate all the way to the end? And press into your feet, inhale, slowly rise up. You can take a moment to soften the knees, let the elbows bend, the hands drop behind the head, and then interlace your fingers the opposite way. So you're feeling maybe that awkward and non-dominant grip across your thumbs and fingers. Reach up, and lengthening up and over to the left side. And hug into the belly, reach out through your fingertips, like you're pointing to touch maybe the wall that's to the left of you. Your right hip, you can let it jet out a little bit more toward the right. front of your hips and armpits, equal distance facing forward. So not twisting, but lifting the spine up and over with this lateral stretch. 2 more of your deep, concentrated breaths. Press into the feet, inhale, rise up. Release your arms by your side, give your shoulders a roll. That's it. And then step the feet out a good hip width apart. Bend the knees, sit the hips down and back. Raise the arms ahead of you, palms facing down, Utkatasana chair. Gaze softly ahead through your hands. Shoulders slide back, tailbone drops down. I'm here to breathe in and I'm here to breathe out. If you take a little look down, try to lean back enough that you can see the tops of your feet, the toenails. That more weight is being driven back into the heels, and can you sit a little lower for 3 more breaths? Imagine inner thighs squeezing in on a soccer ball. Push into the heels, rise up. You can keep the arms as they are shoulder height. Or raise your arms up towards the ceiling, palms face in. Spread out all your toes. Start to lift up on the toes. Eyes gazing ahead, that's going to help you steady. So looking at something still. Breathing deeply, getting even those littlest toes to press down. No big deal if you come out of this shape, you just go right back in. You can keep the legs straight, work on getting into those toes and finding your balance. Or very slowly start to bend the knees and slide your back down an imaginary wall. Squeeze to the abdominals, finding that core power to drive into your toes, rise up, straighten the legs if they bend, get as tall as you can. And then release the heels, release the arms, give your shoulders a couple of rolls. Good. And then bring the feet in together. Raise the arms up over your head, palms touch. Bringing your right arm down underneath your left arm for eagle. So you can bind your arms, your wrists, your palms, or hold your shoulders. Bend your knees, sit your hips low, and cross your right leg up and around your left. So like you were sitting on a stool, you've crossed your legs. Your right foot's toes can touch or point to the floor. You could wrap that right foot around the left ankle or calf and breathe. So we've got that line up here, knees, belly button, breastbone, nose. Hug into that midline, squeeze the thighs, sit a little deeper. You can move the elbows a little bit, let that stretch come gently through the back of the neck and shoulders, chin slightly down. Breathe. Still see that drishti point, your focus point ahead of you. Maybe it's just one eye seen past your arms for 2 breaths. Cross the arms and legs, feet step together, arms rise up, reach up, look up. And then gazing ahead, bring your left arm under your right arm. You can hold the shoulders, wrap the arms, touch the palms, bend the knees. And cross the left leg up and around the right. Deep breath. Be okay with the movement, the shake, the different areas of your body adapting to balancing. Three. Let me hear that deep breath. And release, step the feet together. Inhale, reach all the way up, look up, palms touch. And bring the hands down to the center of your heart. Step your feet a good hip width apart. Bring the hands into the low back like you're putting your hands in your back jean pockets. Okay? Palms press into the sacrum, elbows draw in. On an inhale, lift the thighs, the belly, the heart, lean just a little back in the head. So keeping the chin down like you're holding an apple underneath it, pull the heart up, reaching the spine up and back. So back bends and heart openers right here. Press, plug into the heels to lift even a little higher through your heart. Right, it's normal for it to feel a bit uneasy or nauseating. Just stay with the breath that you can keep bringing in and out. Imagine the room here you're bringing through your spine. And then inhale, slowly rise. Relax your arms. Give your fingers a little wiggle. Exhale it out. Inhale. Exhale it out. Take the hands on the hips, feet still that good hip width apart. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, slowly fold forward. And as you're looking at your feet, bow your head and look more back. So head is relaxing. You can hold your elbows at this point. You can cross your arms or your hands can dangle and touch on the floor. Release any effort through those shoulders. Let the head nod yes, a little no. Notice how you're balancing the weight. Is it all in your toes? Is it all in your heels? Can you even it out? Bending the knees more if your back's feeling really uncomfortable. You're welcome to continue this passive forward fold. If you want to make it a bit more active now, grab onto your big toes with your middle and index fingers. Palms face in on each other. Take an inhale, look a bit forward. And exhale, bend the elbows and fold over your legs. So wherever you're at, passive forward fold or gripping up the big toes. Give yourself 5 more deep breaths. And release your hands, all of you, either side of your feet on the earth. Soften the knees. And take a big step back with the right foot. You're going to press into the toes of that right foot, lift the heel. Bring your left knee to bend on top of your left ankle. And slowly fingertips can be light on the ground. To hands rising up on your left thigh. Anytime you could put the right knee down. Anytime you could add your arms above your head, high crescent lunge, palms face in or palms touch. Heart lifts up. You can move it to a back bend. Lifting the heart up and back, same apple under your chin as you lengthen the crown of your head, slowly up and back. Hug into the inner thighs. Stay grounded through the left heel and big toe mount. And then bring the hands down to the center of the heart, coming out of that back bend. Look forward, everyone. Lower the right knee, inhale. And then you're going to twist to hook your right elbow or hand to the outer left leg. Heart lengthens forward, breathe in. Exhale, twist. Breathe in. Exhale, twist. Feel that sensation down in the belly, maybe opening gently towards your neck. You can turn the head, look back. Untwist slowly, raise the arms up over the head, breathe in. Bring the hands down either side of your left foot. Lean into the hands, pick up the right foot, step forward. Bow over your legs. You can sway a little side to side, loosen up through the hips and knees. Notice that exhale. Can you just let go a little more of the upper body and any tension that it might be holding? Make your way back to center. Folding forward, hands either side of your feet, soften your knees. Take a big step back with your left foot. Roll up on the toes of the left foot, bend the right knee. Again, you could be at fingertips for the duration of the shape, hands to thigh, or hands up over the head, palms facing in. Hug into the thighs. Though your legs are apart here, imagine they were still together. If you're going for that back bend, go ahead, lift the heart up and back, palms together. You can cross your thumbs. And feel those inner thighs draw in. The right foot pushing into the floor. If you're keeping that left foot lifted, the left foot's toes anchoring, left thigh squeezing strong. Come out of that back bend, hands to prayer, steady yourself. Feel your breath, feel your body pulse. And begin to slowly twist over to the right thigh, left elbow or hand on that right leg. Inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale, little rotation. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Legs are steady. Amazing, one more breath. Slowly unwind, raise the arms up over your head, breathe. Float your hands to the floor and step the left foot forward, feet hip width apart. Inhale, half lift, hands against the shins, look a bit ahead. Exhale, fold and bow down. Inhale, open the arms, begin to push into the feet as you rise up to stand. Reach up, look up, palms touch. And hands down into the center of your heart. Exhale, arms by your side. And let it out the nose or the mouth. And take a turn to the side and turn to the right. Step the feet out wide. Big step back with the right foot. Toes are on the same line. Feet are parallel. Stand tall, hands to prayer. And then open out the arms, palms facing down. And turn your left foot forward and bend into your left knee. Walk that right foot back if you need to. So if your left knee is passing your ankle, you want to back up your back foot. If you're losing your back foot, then you want to step it in a bit more. Front heel intercepts back heel or arch. If you're Virabhadrasana 2, eyes on that left hand, soften the shoulders. Lift tall through the spine, the heart. Squeeze up through the thighs. Pull in through the glutes and belly. What was your intention today? Why? What got you on your yoga mat? Remind yourself of that. Remind yourself for that connection when you get distracted. When the physical challenge becomes more challenging, come back to that intention. That intention of I'm here to breathe. That prayer or dedication you might have given yourself. We're going to straighten the left leg, pull that hip back, reach and lengthen forward through the left arm. Left hand can rest anywhere inside the left leg or leaning on your shin or block. Right arm right up above your left arm. Losing that back foot, just tap it in a little. Gaze up to the right hand and breathe. Wherever you are, feel space. Shoulders slide back. Shoulders in your back are gently drawing in. Heart's open. Squeeze the glutes under. Lean the heart a little farther back. You're opening through the front of your pelvis. Squeezing up through the thighs, down through the feet. And maybe there's space to smile. To smile to this activation, your prana, your life force, your energy multiplying. Push into both feet, inhale, rise up. Warrior two, bend into your left knee. Turn your palms up towards the sky. Straighten that left leg, turn the left foot in. Breathe. Observe sensation through the body, right to left, front to back. Turn your right foot out to the other side of your mat. Warrior two other way, let the palms turn back down toward the earth. You can look down the front of your body, shoulders stacked on top of hips. Feel like your best friend is holding on to your back arm, so that arm is alive, it has a purpose. It draws the left chest more open. You've got this for 3 more breaths. Can your lunge go a little deeper? And start to straighten up your right leg and the adjustments of the back foot to root. Reach and lengthen forward through the right arm. Right arm down, left arm up, straight-legged triangle. What areas of the body are resisting this? What areas of the body does this feel most challenging? What areas of your body feel pretty open and accepting of this? Press into the feet, left arm draws you back up, hug into the belly. Re-bend that right knee. And start to just roll your wrists around in some circles. You can even bend the elbows if your shoulders do feel a lot of tension in that warrior two. And as you keep rolling your wrists, straighten the right leg, turn the right foot in, and heel toe your feet in just a little bit closer. To then take the hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Pull the arms down, squeeze the forearms in, lift the heart, look up. And fold forward, bow down, relax your head. You can keep actively squeezing the arms in. Bow the head down, maybe rock a little from the knees bending, swaying the hips. And can the arms just feel more heavy? So you don't need to bounce or pull, but just feel that tension, giving that stretch up and towards your shoulders, shoulder blades, even right across into the heart center. 3 big breaths. You can take those exhales as a discharge out the mouth. And then super slow, unwind your fingers and let your hands touch on the floor. Bend the knees as much as you need to get down here. And then walk your hands over to the front of your mat. Turn on your left foot, turn up on the ball of your back right foot. Hands on the ground either side that left foot. Low runner's lunge, 3 deep breaths. Heart pulling forward out of your chest, shoulder blades sliding back towards the hips, legs are stronger, right knees down. Right hand can stay on the ground. You might also want to grab a block or a book to put under that hand. It's close by. You're going to lift the left arm up slowly and twist. And hug into those legs. Soften through the belly to twist. Maybe look up. And slowly untwist. Bring the left hand and the right palm down on the floor. And step back into high plank. So this is the top of a push-up. Toes under heels, wrists under shoulders. Always you could put the knees down, just as awesome. Let the feet relax, but keep hugging into the belly, keeping the thighs and the hips elevated. 5 more breaths. You're welcome to rock a little bit on those toes to the balls of the feet. Check out that your fingers are spread wide. Raise a little bit higher to the hips, and maybe you feel those abdominal muscles beginning to really party and activate. Lift the hips up to the ceiling, downward dog hand, stay as they are. You might need to adjust your feet a little as you look back. Your feet are hip width apart. You don't have to have your heels touching down. You can take turns with your heels, maybe touching them a little closer. Just stretching right up into the backs of your legs. Relax your head. And breathe. Pushing away the floor. Actively belly lifts up. Creating room in your whole body to breathe. It's an awesome inversion, really giving your internal organs a nice little flip. Relaxing your head, letting the blood flow go right down into the head. 2 more big breaths. And then you're going to pick up the right foot and start to step that right foot up by the right thumb. You can take a few steps. Roll up on the ball of your back left foot. Lengthen your heart forward. And you can lightly be on the fingers or maybe hovering. Shoulder blades slide back. Left thigh squeezes up or your left knee may lower. Connect the body. Let the energy of your crown reaching forward communicate with the energy of your tailbone lengthening back. And where is that effort feeling the strongest? Spread it out. Let your body work with itself. Left hand stays down. Right arm reaches up. Twist. So as I'm lifting the heart up, reaching the right arm up, the left leg is helping. It's squeezing. The right thigh is helping. Twisting away from that thigh. Reach up. 2 more breaths. Untwist. Take both hands down. Step back to your high plank on toes or knees. 5 deep breaths. Bring that movement in so it needn't be too static. You're building, strengthening, building awareness. Awareness to thoughts as sensations rise and fall. An overall breath. Downward dog, lift the hips up, push away the ground as you draw your heart back. Big exhale. Walk the hands back towards your feet. And come slowly down to a squat. So again, you might want something to sit on under your bum. The toes are out, the heels are in. You can lean on your hands. If you can pick up the hands, bring the hands up to prayer. Press the elbows out into your knees. Draw your shoulder blades down. Breathe. Beautifully, you can continue here. Again, notice what makes it challenging, where the body is accepting. Another option from here, interlace all but index fingers and lengthen your arms up towards the sky. Can you still aim that tailbone down? Let the weight of your seat drop, your knees splaying open, reaching out of the crown, maybe again up through those arms for 3. If the hands were lifted, bring them back to heart. Bring the hands down on the ground. As you lift your hips up, turn your feet in parallel. The edges of your feet flush with the edges of your yoga mat now, or a bit wider than hip width. Bow the head down. Passively fold, holding elbows, dangling arms, or reach around now. Cup your heels with your palms, or grab your ankles or calves. Weights evenly in the feet, even those heels pushing into your fingers. Relax the head. You feel like you want to pull up on your heels as you lift your buttocks up to the ceiling, and it increases that hamstring stretch. Breathe deep into the belly, keeping the blood flow. Moving the energy for 3. And release what you're holding, elbows or feet. You can soften the knees and really slowly rounding up to standing. Take your time, shoulders, then head lifts up. You could feel a little lightheaded. And as you're ready, bring your feet in and standing in mountain pose, palms facing ahead, crown of your head tall. Bring the hands on the side of the hips, raise up the right knee, turn it out to the side. And taking the sole of your right foot now to your left ankle, inner calf or inner thigh for tree vrikshasana, palms come together at the heart. And with the right knee, pull back as you lift out of the waist right up through the top of your head. You want to go ahead and move your arms, feel free to do that, expressing your branches in any form that connects to you. Bringing thumb and index together, you can create a hand mudra, connecting to the root chakra stability. And you can practice closing your eyes. Make your way back into your prayer hands if you left them, and slowly close it up. Knee in, foot down, arms far side. I'm inhaling in. I'm exhaling out. Raise up the left knee, turn it out to the side, rotate from the hip. Sole the left foot to the ankle, the calf or the thigh. And the foot pushes to thigh, calf or ankle, leg pushes back into foot, hands at prayer. Any arm gesture that in this moment feels right. Clearing that landscape of your mind, you can practice closing your eyes, and feeling the sensations of the body, of the breath. And making your way back back into your prayer hands, standing in your tree. And close it up, left knee in, left foot down, arms by your side. Close the eyes down, take a deep inhale breath. Exhale out the mouth. From the top of your mat, slowly open the eyes back up. Reach all the way up. You can take a little bit of a back bend, reaching up and back. And exhale, forward fold, bow over the legs, plant the palms. Step the right leg back, step the left leg back, top of your push-up, straight-legged high plank, breathe in. And start to slowly bend the elbows, lower the knees, flip the feet, come all the way down onto your hips, belly, chest, and chin. Point the feet now, get those legs to really lengthen. So you have room to spread out your legs and lengthen them down. Push down into the tops of your feet. Lighten the hands and begin to lift your chest up using your back strength. Light touch of the hands for a bit of balance, but you're not pushing to lift. The low back muscles, the mid back muscles pull in to lift you up. Wrapping around to your middle, the belly pulls in and works with that core like a big belt that you're wearing. Squeeze the thighs, maybe lift the knees, engage the legs, get a little softer in your bum. Maybe lift a little bit higher. And relax all the way down on your left ear. Look over to the side, relax your arms. Release the tension that was just there. Relax the body. Bring your chin back to center. Take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Or arms can be separate, squeeze the palms. Slowly let the arms lift up, heart lifts forward. Point the toes, elongate the legs, and begin to lift your legs up off the floor. So gradually you're just balancing on the pubic bone, on the hip bones. More of your ribs lift up mindfully. You pick those arms up off your back if they're resting and reach that fist to the heels. Turn a little in through your inner thighs and your whole length of leg to show the bottom of your feet to the ceiling more than each other. You've got it for 3 deep breaths. Feel the space to lengthen the neck, heart opening. And relax. Come down on your right ear, look to the left, relax your whole body. Rock your hips a little. Soften your tummy into the floor. Bring your chin back to center. Kick the heels back towards the bum. Reach back and grab onto your feet or your ankles from the outside floor bone. Holding onto the feet or the ankles, you can stay right there. Thighs are on the floor, hips are down. Just feeling your legs, kicking the arms, the hands are being pulled by the feet, that the arms get straight. If the back allows it, lift the knees up, lift the thighs up, lift the chest higher, lift the chin, look up. If you feel like you're rocking back and forth a lot, see if you can lean back a little bit more. And again, anchor into the hips and pubic bone. 3 deep breaths, as deep as you can in this shape. Give it all you've got, squeeze into those muscles. And then gently release, fold your hands under your forehead, elbows up to the side, crocodile, relax your legs. Exhale it out. Big inhale. Slow exhale. Bring the hands under your armpits, press back to the hands and the knees. You got the knees underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders. We're going to take some cat and cow. So in cat, grounding your back, tailbone down, look back, arms are straight. For cow, arching the back, begin with the tailbone pointed up, drop the ribs, open the heart, slowly lift and look up through your head. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cat. So massaging now that beautiful back that we just worked at strengthening. Breathing deep to move that energy along. Making these shapes individual to you. You can always lean a little forward in the cats or cows, or lean a little back. You can rock a little stretch out to the left shoulder and hip, and then maybe over to the right shoulder and hip. Whatever movements here feel nice and yummy for you. Just about 3 more breaths. And then press your way back to child's pose, knees together or apart, your forehead on the ground, or stacking your hands or fists under your forehead for support. Nice deep breaths. Soften the stomach. Release through the hips and thighs. Soften the low back. Relax the head more. And you're always invited to stay here a little longer. Child's pose, Balasana. It's a beautiful pose to rest, to restore. And if you struggle with sleeping, you suffer from insomnia, practicing child's pose can be really great. And balancing our wake and our sleep cycles. And if you're ready to move, just really slowly walk up onto your fingertips, walk your hands back towards your knees, and sit your bum back on your heels as you come up. Roll the shoulders. And swivel your feet to the side and bring yourself to sit down on your bum. You can sit just gently cross-legged, or if you want to sit a little tighter in your cross-legged, you could sit to lotus, or you could cross your legs a little tighter. There's just no point in doing anything that will hurt, compromise your knees. And sitting tall, lengthening up through the crown of your head. Taking that effort to lift even taller up through the belly. Then raise the arms up over the head, reach high. Drop the shoulders. Lift out of the waist up. And over toward the right, bringing your right hand down. The left arm continues to reach up and over. You can tilt the head and look up toward that left hand. Stargazing up towards the sky. Left glute, left sit bone stays grounded, that you get that stretch all the way down your left side into the hip. If you feel like you're kind of slumping, make sure that you can lean back a little bit more rather than leaning forward. And inhale, rise up, right arm lifts up with the left arm, breathe. Left hand comes down, reaching up and over, right arm up and over. You can stargaze up towards your right palm. Hugging a bit of core contraction, lean back a little the chest. Get to visualize your spine is reaching up and over, similar to how we started our practice, with that lateral stretch. And inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring the hands to heart. Take an inhale. Exhale, let it go. And release the hands. Bring your legs out in front of you. Flex the toes up towards the ceiling. And pull that cushion back a bit behind you, that you're sitting as tall as you possibly can. It may mean your knees bend, and that's fine. Inhale, arms up, reach up. Exhale, begin to hinge from your hips, reach forward, grab onto the backs of your legs, draw your heart towards your toes, breathing in. Establish the length, breathing out. Check out your flexibility, your mobility from the hip creases, from the hip joints. A little bit of wiggle room might come up. And then really slowly, you begin to feel the difference of rounding. You can hold the feet or not. Let the head bow down. You can release all the effort of your limbs. Relax your head. Exhale, give in, surrender to just hanging your head forward. Wherever your head hangs, wherever your back rounds is absolutely perfect. Begin to slowly round up, and as you round up, bring in your feet with you. Bottom of the feet touch, creating a nice diamond shape between your legs. You can hold on to the ankles or push the floor behind you to sit a little taller. Heart lifts up, breathe in, and heart draws forward as you breathe out. You can gradually grow into the passive shape. Bowing the head down, relaxing the arms on the feet, on the legs, ahead of the legs. You could also tuck your arms under your calves and maybe they wrap around hands to ankles or feet. It's just an option. Head is released. Be awake here to feel what you feel, to breathe into what you're feeling right now. To recognize what are the thoughts maybe in this practice that have been surfacing. Perhaps again and again, similar thoughts have been coming up. Be aware. Return to breath. This moment that you're breathing and living in right now. Slowly round up to seated. Bring your knees up. Feet on the floor, knees to a bit of a bend. Raise the arms up over your head. Twist toward the right. Your left hand can go outside your leg or wrap around your knees for some support. You could open your arm. You could take that stop sign hand. Inhale, lift the heart, start to turn, look to the side. And exhale, bring out low belly. And give a lift to the rib cage. Turn the ribs. Gentle lift to the heart. Lift up through the back of the neck and maybe turn and look over your right shoulder, twist. Can your legs still feel pretty similar? Can the soles of the feet be on the floor? Inhale, unwind, raise the arms up. Exhale, other side. Notice if you're starting to tune out. Instead, tune in. Right, we're all like instruments. So notice, do you need a little fine tuning in one area or another? Are you feeling pretty balanced and harmonious? Twist right from tail to neck too. Slowly untwist, raise the arms up. Bring the hands around your shins or behind your knees. round your back, so you've got a hold on the legs either way, and begin to lean back. You're not going to fall back because you're holding onto your legs. The back rounds, the chin drops down. Engage to inhale, rise up. Bring your hands on the ground next to the hips. Extend out your legs. Be sure you have enough room to lay down comfortably. That's where we're going. Arms reach out in front of you, holding onto that soccer ball. Breathe in. Tuck the tailbone under, slowly start to lean back. Inhale. Lean back a little farther. Inhale. Lean back a little farther if there's space, or stay where you are, maintaining that shake, that breath right in the area of the abdominals. We're going to do this. You're going to hold that soccer ball and offer it over to the right. Breathe big. Let your breath be that expression. Bring the soccer ball back to center and offer it over to the left. One more time. If you can go a little lower, come back to center. Go a little lower, reach to the right. Come back to center, reach to the left. Come back to center and gently, slow motion, roll down on your back. When you do lay down, grab a wrist with some fingers overhead on the floor. Stretch your legs out, reach everything long. And then relax your arms alongside you and soften. Big belly breath in. Slow belly breath out. Deep belly breath in. Slow breath out. Bend the knees. Take the heels up towards your bum. Bridge pose. So put the heels close up towards you. Push into the feet. Lift the hips up. You can start to walk your arms behind your back. They may stay long, separate, or bring the hands together. Interlace the fingers. Press down into the pinky side of your arms as your heels root down. Hips lift up, thighs lift up. And pick up that tailbone. Lift it right up between your legs towards your knees. You still have the ability to breathe. The head is heavy. The chest might be rubbing up towards the chin, creating a slight constriction through the throat. It is a part of the shape. Bring out the arms, gently lower your back from top to bottom to the ground. Pause. You can let your knees both flop right and left a couple of times, loosening things up. And staying on your back, you could pick up the feet, hug the knees into the chest. You're welcome to lift your head towards your knees. You're so awesome. So giving yourself this big hug. There's loads of excuses we can make. There's lots of things that we always need to have to want to do. But you are here. You made it on your mat today, so thank yourself. Appreciate yourself for this gift of your practice that you're giving yourself. Gently release your hug. Lay down on your back. Stretch out your legs. Come into a comfortable Shavasana. So if you need to get a blanket, if you need to get an eye pillow, if anything would make this more comfortable, then just go ahead and get that tool, get that prop. And then just begin to get more and more comfortable with each breath that you take. Notice the breaths you're taking can now be effortless. Gradually, you let the body kind of slow down a little. Open up the mouth, wiggle the jaw around, relax the face, the jaw. Maybe it feels nice to really gently roll your head back and forth, the back of the head, the skull heavy on the ground. And then finding a place where the head can just be. Finding a place where you can just be. Notice your breath now. Follow that course of your breath. This beautiful temple, this body of yours knows what to do. Let your body breathe for you. Let your mind, let your focus stay dedicated to that breath. Relax the tongue, relax the lips, relax the neck. See that the glutes are soft, the legs are relaxed. Any little movement, adjustment, it can just make you feel you can let go of that physical practice. You can detach from perhaps the dialogue about where you've been, what you just did. Relax your whole body. Relax your hands. Relax your feet. The eyes close. You could almost feel your top eyelashes and your bottom eyelashes touching. As though you're gently gazing to the inside of your eyelid. Soft in the eyebrows, soft in the forehead. Notice now how soft your breath is moving. That this is something very valuable and important you are taking care of. Watching your breath. You can observe if you feel you're breathing more through your nostrils now or your mouth. Does one nostril feel like it's more clear and it's doing more of the breathing than the other? Do you feel a very slight breeze between your nose and your upper lip from your breath? Don't try to make it happen, just see what you can observe. And as you're relaxing, you can move that breath awareness out towards your fingers and your toes without moving or changing anything. Imagine as your body's breathing that out each finger streams a river. Out each thumb. These rivers stream out of the fingertips as your arms get more relaxed, to where the weight of the arms almost becomes maybe a feeling of weightless arms. And as you're relaxing your body, relaxing your legs, relaxing your toes, imagine out every single toe streams a river. And imagine these rivers streaming out your fingers, streaming out your toes. They're connecting you. everyone, everything, every living being, every living creature, the earth, oceans, rivers, streams, sky, clouds, stars, moon, sun. I invite you to stay here longer than this video. And the light within me recognizes and bows so deeply to the light within each of you, giving yourself this practice. Namaste.